Hey, hi, all. Welcome back to BLR Knowledge Center. In this today's session, we'll talk about maps and Go language. So, what is maps and how we are going to define maps and how we are going to use in the Go language. So, basically, maps are using it for storing data using key value pair as like JSON kind of object or string is referring the values as like a key and then value with semicolon. So, and then multiple values can be given by separating with comma. So, in the earlier sections, we have seen arrays and structures. So, basically, the difference between arrays and structures was, arrays using it for storing multiple values of same data type. When it comes to structures, so same thing we can achieve with structures also, but it has a different kind of difference between arrays and structures. That is, you can store multiple values of different data types. So if you want, you can store multiple values of same data type as well as different data types, right? When it comes to maps, same thing we are using it, but here the thing is, this is in the key value pair concept where you can store values in key value pair. So, and also this is an unordered changeable collection that does not allow in duplicate values. So the default value of a map is a nil. When you define or declare a map variable, by default it holds nil value. And before you fetch a value from a map, you have to ensure that you are going to validate whether it is a nil or not nil before you read the values. So let me show you the syntax of maps here. So that you will understand like how we are going to define the maps. So basically, we use two different ways to define a map variable in Go language. So one is using var, and another one is using colon and equal symbol. So these two are the different, ways to define map variables in the Go language. So the syntax of this Go language is very simple. Like, syntax is var, and let us say a, I'm going to define equal to map keyword, I'm going to use it of. Here you have to specify the key type and then value type. So you have to specify both types here, key type and value type, and then you need to specify key one and value one and key two, value two, etc. So this is the first syntax. So first approach or first way of defining map variable. And second thing is simply, b colon equal to same way. I think same, no, left side is same, but the only thing is the right side part, right side part is same and left side part is just changing with, colon and equal symbol instead of, var keyword. Okay. So this is like defining these map variables in Go language. Now quickly get into the practical part here. I'm just trying to explain you some program. I'm creating a file called maps.demo.go, and here I'm defining my demonstration bit for maps. Like as a practice of Go language, first we have to define package main and import and fmt and func main closing here, and here I'm defining it same a variable equal to map of. I'm defining my key type is a string here, and value type also string. I'm going to define it here, and the values would be simple called brand. So and I'm defining this is for brand. Okay, and second thing is model, and this model is um Figo Aspire. Okay, and then next one is year, right? and I'm defining this is 2015. Okay, and same variable I can define it like b equal to colon equal to map of string and of key value type also string. Okay, sorry. And here I'm defining some different values, like student details. I'm going to define it like student ID 387, comma, student name, okay, um, student class dot standard. Okay, so here I define two variables. One is with default syntax where a equal to this way, and here this is different way of defining it, like b colon equal to map of key type and value type, and then my values. Now I'm trying to print this fmt dot println of. So I'm printing with the a slash t, okay, and percentage v, this is nothing but a value, and slash n, okay, of a, right? It is going to print a map values, and to print b, okay, b slash t and slash b again, which is a character to print the value of b variable, b map. That's it. Now, when you come here in the command prompt of the workspace of your Go language where the file is being created. Now, if you look at here, I have maps demo.go and just run maps demo. So when I hit enter, it tells about, okay, brand 4 and model to Aspire 2005 and the map string student ID. Okay. That's fine. Seems so. Fmt dot print instead of ln. I think you use printf because I'm printing already in new line. So I'll just use printf. When you use the percentage d or percentage b, you need to specify printf. Okay, I'm just clearing and like running here. If you look at here, a, it has printed a, slash t is nothing but a tab space, and percentage v nothing but a complete value of this variable a, and my variable is this one, like map of a brand and for model and year, and again map of student class, right? So this is defining class third and the student id is a name. So as I mentioned, this is unordered list and changeable. So this would be in first it has shown as student class, right? And then it has shown student ID, and then it has shown student name, right? If you look at the order, the student is same here, right? Student is same of all keys, and it comes to ID, and here ID and his name and his class. C is comes in first, hence it is showing class first, and then ID is the next one, and then name N is the last one. That's why it is showing in order. If you look at here B, and then it is M, and then it is Y. That's why it is showing in the order, brand, model, something. Like if you just leave this ID and just say a name and just say that class and just save it. Now you will see the clear picture here. First it is showing class because it starts with C, and then it starts with I because I is the next character and comparing to the C, and then N is the next. Okay, this is simple map declaration, like with the different syntaxes in the Go language, but also so we have different kind of declarations. We can do that using this same maps, defining these maps. So as I mentioned, so when you define a map variable, so it is by default an null value. So here a key is an object, so that you use to retrieve a value at a later date. So given a key and value, you can store the value in a map object. So thing is like you can store the value in a map object. Fine. After the value is stored, you can retrieve it by using its key. That's fine. Okay. Now, so to create a map, there is another way of declaring this map variable, which is a make function. That means if you want to define a map and you use a make function, that is basically using it for defining a map. So by default, when you define it, it is nil value, like we have defined it here, right? So been defined with values, hence it is not a nil value. But when you define it as like in the syntaxes, it is having a nil value. So if you want to assign a value, right, or if you want to define a map, there is another way of defining it, which is a make function. Let me explain about a make function here with some example. Then you will understand like what is this make function is doing as part of Go language. Okay, so going back to this demo session, and I create another maps demo one.go, and I'll define package main, and as usual, importing my package for print function, and defining my main function here where it start my execution. And then I'm going to define some country capital map variable here, where country map uh, capital, right? And I'm just defining of this is string and string. Okay, that's it. So now I'm going to create a map using a make function. So country capital map capital, equal to, I'll use make. Okay, so of map string and value type also string. Okay, so now I'm going to insert values, country capital map of, here I'm defining my key here. So let us say that India. Okay, and for this I'm defining New Delhi, right? And again, one more is France, Paris, and similar way, I think I'll define one more thing is uh, Japan, and defining this is Tokyo, right? And another thing is UK, London. Okay, so these are some values have been inserted here. Now I wanted to print these values. I'll just loop through using per country equal to range of country capital map or country map capital. Okay, and fmt dot println of capital of, okay, comma, here I'm saying country variable, comma, is uh, and I'm just closing again here, and I'll use country map capital, country map capital of country, because we can read the value with the key. So I'm using same key here. So it will print like, capital of country is, right, the corresponding value which we have inserted in the above, right? So if you wanted to test if the key is existed or not, there is any kind of check here, like, I'll declaring capital, okay, equal to country capital of, let us say, China, right? So actually, we are not inserted this China country, no kind of capital entry here in the above. So now see like how it is working. So once you define this, right, you need to check if of okay, right? So fmt dot println capital of China is capital, capital of China is capital. If not existed, right? So else fmt dot println of capital of China is not existed, is not present. Okay, so just save this. So far what we did was we have defined the map using make function, right? And then we have inserted some values. So so create a map here. This is my first comment, and here insert country capitals, right? And here print a map using keys. And here, so test if entry is present in the map or not. Okay, now just run this, go run maps demo1.go. Unexpected else, okay. If it is closing, here we go. So the capital of France is Paris, capital of Japan is Tokyo, capital of UK is London, capital of India is New Delhi, capital of China is not present, right? So these all the entries has been printed through a for loop here. And for the China, so as we don't have entry here, we have not inserted above this in the map. So it has written this okay as nil value. It comes to here nil spot, and then it has printed this one. Okay, so I hope you understand of map how it is working and how you are going to define it. So one thing is using var keyword and colon equal symbol, and another way was using a make function. You can create a map here. You just declare a map in this way. So instead of assigning it to a variable as like this way, and then you insert whatever values you wanted it, and then you print all those values which you are inserted in the map variable. And another thing was we have a delete function also inside of map. So that also you can check that, because how it is working this delete. So if you want to delete, so simple way was you can simply delete using delete function. So where it directly deletes from the map variable. Suppose if I want to delete, like delete is a built-in function of uh, country capital, right? The key is UK, right? So and then I'm just uh, printing that fmt print ln UK country or entry for UK is deleted. Entry for UK is deleted, right? Now I'll map through this same print with stuff. I copied and I'll try to print out the map variables here and see like what was remain in the map after deleting, right? Print ln, just dash and just check this here. Here we go. So this is default all the entries. I think we have been inserted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries have been inserted, right? And here, if you look at here, I think how many entries? I think 4 entries have been added. India, France, Japan, UK, right? So India, France, Japan, UK. So 4 entries we have been entered here, right? And anyway, China is not present. And after this, entry for UK is deleted, because this way we have deleted using delete function, right? Delete of country capital, map capital of UK. And then we just put some dashes here to separate the after delete and before delete. And now when we print the map, it has printed only three: India, France, Japan, no UK, right? UK been already deleted from the map, right? So this is how the map is working out. So using Go language. So I hope you understand like the declaring of map and inserting of values into map, and read through a map using a for loop, and then of checking existence of a key using OK, and then you I think we have seen a deleting of a key using a map. Okay, so thanks for listening this video. So I hope you understand the concept of maps here, and please subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.